everybody. I'm not real active on Instagram Live, but I'm going to change that. So I'm doing a little something today. I'm in my office and I'm working away, and an idea struck me that I wanted to show you. Yesterday, Lydia touched on it a little bit when she sent out the newsletter, and she talked about the difference in sizes of the traditional 12 by 12 scrapbooking and the new Traveler's Notebook memory keeping, and just the ability of organizing and storage, so the real practicality of it. And I thought, well, it would be a good idea to do a visual, give you kind of a visual demonstration. And so I'm going to do that for you in a minute, and I'm going to show you kind of my mess as far as my 12 by 12 layouts and how they've piled up. And then just kind of, it's kind of striking now that I have it laying out on the desk in front of me here, I'll show you in a minute, of the amount of space that traditional 12 by 12 scrapbooking takes up. So I'm going to pause for a minute, I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to show that to you. So what I wanted to show you today was the difference between, give you a really kind of a strong visual in the difference in traditional 12 by 12 scrapbooking and scrapbooking or memory keeping in a simple Dori Traveler's Notebook type of format. And one of the things that's the most striking to me is the size difference. Not so much, and I'll go over that in a minute, not so much in how to create, but in the ability to store your finished product and to keep those memories safe, but in a compact kind of way. So if you look, I have 7 months worth of simple Dori booklets. So that's 7 months worth of memory keeping. And then compare that to a traditional 12 by 12 album. I'll move these out of the way real quick. I'll show you this. So here's a traditional 12 by 12 album, which is ginormous. And this has about 24 or so layouts in it. So not a lot when you consider the space that takes up for about 24 layouts, as opposed to I've got about at least 20 layouts in each one of these. So if you look at the space difference in that, it's just crazy. And with that, when I was doing 12 by 12 scrapbooking, because that is what I always used to do, one of the problems was trying to find a place for all of these large albums. And I kind of ran out of space, and what I started doing is just throwing all of my layouts in a basket, which is kind of sad because they're not protected the way that they should be, and they're just kind of sitting here, they're not getting looked through. So I feel kind of bad that I have them all in that basket, but that's been one of the issues. And then I ended up just getting really busy with work, and I had to kind of step away from my memory keeping. And then we started doing the Traveler's Notebook, the simple Dori type of format, and I thought, you know, I want to get back into memory keeping. It's one of my passions. It's a creative outlet for me. I enjoy it so much. And so what I wanted to do is give this new format a try. And one of the initial hurdles that I had was, well, I can kind of look at it like a mini book, but at the same time, you know, I'm so used to scrapbooking on a 12 by 12 area. I love having that white space and that square format. Well, what I discovered, and it really kind of, I don't know why I didn't think of it right away, but it was one of those light bulb moments, was that when your Dori booklet or your simple Dori is open, it's the same format. It's still a square. So all of the design principles, all of the way that you would construct the elements, the things that you were used to doing on a traditional 12 by 12 sheet, you can do in a Traveler's Notebook or a simple Dori type of format, because when it is open and it is a 2-page spread like this, it's exactly the same format. It's still a square. What you need to do is just stop thinking about the gutter, stop thinking about the fold in the middle, and it becomes the same dimensions, just smaller and more compact as a 12 by 12 would be. And then once I got over that hurdle, it was just like light bulb, and I'm absolutely in love with this format. It's so simple, it's so easy to do, and it's also so easy to then store all of these on a shelf or in a basket, and they take up so much less space. So you're doing something that gives you a lot of joy, and it's taking up a lot less space. It's easier to organize, and to me that's just a complete win-win. I can take just our Traveler's Notebook memory keeping kit and a few tools, and I can take that with me just about anywhere and sit and create with it. So, you know, at the kitchen table, sometimes in bed I'll do that. Whereas with the 12 by 12 format, it was just a little bit bigger. It was kind of relegated just to my crafty room. That was the only place that I could do it. So there was a lot of limitations. Even though I enjoyed this so much, there was a lot of limitations to it. And that's why I'm loving the idea of these little booklets. And one of the other things that I had the thought of is, you know, you have people will say, you know, oh, if your house is on fire, what are you going to grab? Well, grabbing these is going to be, oop, I bumped it, sorry. Grabbing these is going to be a lot easier than grabbing a bunch of those. So I thought I would share that with you today because I know a lot of us who were traditional 12 by 12 scrapbookers, we have these bins of layouts, and we have these albums, and you're still doing that, but you're kind of losing the groove, or you're kind of, you know, not sure what you want to do. You see this new trend, but you don't know if it's for you. And I'm hoping that this inspires you to give this a try, because I guarantee you will love the freedom that it brings, the easeability that it brings, and you'll be able to create again, and you'll be able to save those memories. And that's one of the things that has given me joy for years and years and years, and I'm just thrilled to be doing it again. So I thought I'd share that a little bit with you, a little bit of my struggle, what I've gone through, and a little bit of kind of that comparison, and show you how crazy that is, that the size. I didn't think about it till I pulled it out today, and I wanted to share that with you. So if you have any questions or comments, please go to our Cocoa Daisy Planner Fans Facebook group. Lots of wonderful people there who are, you know, would love to help if you have any questions, as well as myself and the design team. So thank you so much.